I'm often asked what got me interested in politics. Well, it's hard to be apolitical when you grow up in a community of political exiles. And I want to take just a moment to tell you about this part of my community that I'm so very proud to represent. In January of 1959, a thug named Fidel Castro took power in Cuba, and countless Cubans were forced to flee and come here, most here to America. When they arrived, they were welcomed by the most compassionate people on all the earth. And they were told that in America, if you work hard and you play by all the rules, you can get ahead in life. And so that's precisely what they did. They took work anywhere they can find it. And they weren't always good jobs. But they worked hard and played by the rules, and as she had done for countless others before, America kept her promise to them. In time, they became the managers, the owners, and the entrepreneurs themselves. They bought their first homes here and became involved in civic life. They sent their sons and daughters off to fight, and sometimes die, in the jungles of Vietnam, in the deserts of Iraq. They watched their children grow up, go to college, and start their own life, a life better than their own. A significant number of the men and women I represent are members of that generation, and so I wanted to take just a moment to speak to them, especially those who join us here today. I know that when you were young, you too had dreams. When you were young, you had dreams of being doctors or lawyers, engineers or journalists. But when you lost your homeland, most of you also lost the opportunity to realize those dreams. Today I speak to you on behalf of a grateful generation. It is the generation of your children and your grandchildren. Although you suffered great hardships, you never made us into victims. You never instilled in us bitterness. Instead, you instilled in us the deeply held belief that our only limit was our willingness to work. And now, as you reflect back on your lives, you need to know this. Your dreams did not die. You passed them on to us. Today, your children and grandchildren live the dreams of your youth. Today, those dreams find fulfillment in our lives. Today, we live the dreams you once had for yourselves. Today, your children and grandchildren are the Secretary of Commerce of the United States and multiple members of Congress. They are the CEO of Fortune 500 companies and successful entrepreneurs. They are Grammy-winning artists, and they are renowned journalists. They are a United States Senator, and soon, even Speaker of the Florida House. I will always be an heir to 2 generations of unfulfilled dreams. And no matter what titles I may achieve in my life, I will always be the son of exiles. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When I become Speaker of this House, I intend to honor this great generation, but not with a building or with a monument. My deepest hope is that history's record of my service here will serve as a lasting and enduring tribute to this great generation, that history will record that their dreams did not die, that their lives had meaning, and that the sacrifices they made for their children and for their grandchildren were not in vain.